heading out to some waterfalls in a national park. So I suppose first day proper, we've got in the car and driven out of town. Spent most of the last couple of days walking around seeing the sights locally. So we thought we'd get on the road, do a bit of a road trip. Charles Darwin National Park to the right.
That's another one I think we're going to go to as well.
Yeah, so quite a few national parks, and quite looking forward to seeing some beautiful scenery in Australia. Weather hasn't changed. It's still
less cloud today.
Less cloud today.
That's the only difference.
It is a totally blue sky up ahead, and about 32 degrees. Okay, so when we get to somewhere interesting, we'll get back to you. Big road train coming up. So we're now heading for Humpty. We just turned off Highway 1. Okay, so we're just going to go and find somewhere to park up, have a look at Humpty, the village green apparently.
Should we go in this one? Let's go in this one, shall we? Or should we go in that one? Let's go in
We can go in the where there's Woolworths. There's a blast from the past. There's a little bit going on at the back as well, isn't there? You can always get a pizza, doesn't it, wherever you are in the world. We know a lot to the Italians, don't we?
Let's try and find somewhere to park. I can park and go that day.
Okay. It's a little shopping mall in Humpty. It's quite sweet. Now we find ourselves a coffee. So we found a butcher's, we found a baker's, we couldn't find a candlestick maker, and we certainly couldn't find a coffee, so we're heading off. Picked up a couple of bottles of water. Oh, hang on, I may have spoken too soon. Mrs. Frog's Cafe. Ah, I knew there'd be one somewhere. Just had a nice cup of coffee and a cup of tea at Mrs. Frog's Cafe. I think it's the only cafe actually in Humpty. So quite popular. Yeah, nice brew as well. Very nice coffee. So the next stop is something Falls, isn't it?
Yeah. Heading into the Litchfield National Park soon.
Litchfield National Park. Well, on the left-hand side, you can see there's a lot of sort of burnt wood. That's a result of bushfire, and then the regrowth as well. There's a lot of greenery sprouting up, so it's just a natural thing here in Australia. You get the bushfires. Sometimes they're out of control, but eventually just rejuvenates all the greenery. Actually, we've seen a lot of termite mounds as well. So at some point today we're going to have a look at one of those up close. Right, so we're on Highway number 1, and there are some massive birds of prey, and they're flying around a large bit of sort of roadkill. So I thought I'd pull over to see if I can capture any of them if they come down, but believe it or not, it's quite busy. which is scaring them all off. But once it all sort of dies down, they'll come down and they'll feed on this carrion. But if I can get a little bit closer, then I will do. Yeah, they don't want to come down. I don't know if it's because I'm there, but yeah, whatever that is. So we've just turned off the Highway 1 onto Bachelor Road, and we're just about to do the Lichfield Loop, as you can see from the board. Yeah, it's quite a nice location. Saw a little bit of smoke in the distance as well, so I don't know whether that means there's a little bushfire or that's a controlled fire or not, but we'll find out when we get there. It's quite warm outside as well, which is nice. Right, we just moved that toggle in the middle bit.
Okay.
Right, so I've put the drone up.
I can see.
And we're just trying to attract some of the eagles, because there's a lot of them. Come up a little bit higher. They were interested earlier on.
Yeah, not now.
They're not now. Slightly above us. I don't know.
One there.
So this is a termite mound. If anyone has been to Australia before, will probably have seen these, because they are everywhere. This one, looking at it, is an oldie. But you can see inside it's all of that, all those little chambers. Yeah, quite fascinating. Obviously termites are not great for wood, because they eat wood. Apparently they like the cellulose in wood, which is what they feed on. And I remember my uncle, when he built his first home in Australia back in the 60s, always saying that they were a pain, because they used to get into the wood and then you'd have to repair or get it treated. So it's always a problem. This one's been broken up a little bit. I don't know, deliberately, I would imagine, just so people can see inside it. But they're only made of mud. I mean, there's mud and spit, termite spit. But they're quite hard, as you can see. But it does show the chambers there. Quite fascinating, really. So this particular termite mound is supposed to be over 50 years old, and they're made by cathedral termites, apparently. So we're in an area which is called the magnetic termite mound. And apparently there's one that's over 2 meters tall, so we're going to try and find that, but there's quite a few around here. So once we have a look and try and find it, we'll show you. Now you can see the remnants of a burn as well, so you get bushfires. occur naturally and man-made. Gets rid of the shrub. The thing is about the trees in Australia, they sort of they get used to it, and their bark just rejuvenates. But underneath it, it'll just peel off, and you can see along there, and it will just start all over again. Brilliant. And the other thing, everyone panics when they come to Australia, think, oh, I'm going to get bitten by a snake. Well, in all the times we've been here, I've seen one snake, and that was crawling across the road. And snakes generally go the other way if you're going towards them. It's only if they feel they're cornered, they'll end up attacking. So if you're going to go through the bush like a bull in a china shop, you're going to scare the bejesus out of them. You'll probably get bitten. But if you watch where you're going, look down, not up, then you'll be fine. Another one that's quite old, I would imagine. Okay, there's one of those really tall ones that I mentioned earlier on. Yeah, it's quite big, that one. Doesn't appear to get access. It's a bit fenced off, this bit, so you can only see it from the other side of the fence. So I can't get right up close, but yeah, it's got to be 2 metres tall. Quite big.
I think that's a big tall one that's in the back there.
Yeah, there's just hundreds of termite mounds. You can see them now. As I pan round, yeah, it just goes off in the distance. We can't go any further than this because obviously it's marshland and wetland. But yeah, incredible. And they're all like quite flat, aren't they? They're not like circular. They all look like they're flat. That's a lot of insects. So we just arrived at Tolma Falls, which is one of the two waterfalls that we're going to view today. We just parked up, just walking down to the viewing point in a very balmy 32 degrees heat. It is quite lovely though. And different sounds as well, so many different sounds. The bird calls are, yeah, completely different. Well, I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh, right over there. You might be able to see it from the platform better, I would imagine. Can't really see it from here, but you can see the gully. So from our viewpoint, we couldn't see anything, so we decided to walk around, and we got above it, we could hear it, we couldn't see it. So I was right when I said this platform was the answer. Yeah, quite spectacular. And you can't see any of this from the road, so you don't even know it's here, but quite spectacular when it comes through the gorge. Just going to pick it up down there, but there's like a little cave into the rock face. It looks so clear as well, doesn't it, the water? And I don't think there's anything that'll eat or bite you in that one. You're all right. pan around and see the rest of the gorge. They're our way down as well. That is a bit of a drop. I'm amazed by waterfalls how much noise they make. The cascade. I mean, probably not being picked up on the mic, camera mic, but yeah, it's really quite loud. So that's Tolma Falls. If you're in the area, put that in the sat nav and head out to Tolma Falls. Okay, we're now at a place called Wangi Falls. I think that's the right pronunciation, but anyway, yeah, quite a beautiful place again, and yeah, I'll just show you what we're seeing. And I stand corrected on my last comment about crocodiles. They do frequent the area. Fresh waters. Crocodiles, of course. Big sign that said beware. So we're coming across this, which is a controlled burn. Just get rid of the shrub. It is a controlled burn, and then in the long run that's better off, getting rid of all the little stuff, and then it stops wildfire spreading, and that will just go to the edge, and then it'll be that and it will regenerate over a period of time. There you go, a bushfire. Albeit probably man-made.